Well, hello again, you wonderful mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. So, GB News. I know a lot of people have talk about it, and everybody goes, oh, what should we do? The problem with GB News. GB News is bad. GB News, GB News. GB News turned out exactly as I expected it to. GB News was portrayed as the channel of freedom of speech, and it was never going to be that, because they'll never let that sort of thing exist. And that's something that a lot of people keep forgetting, which is kind of a bit with reform. Yeah, the establishment isn't going to allow something that is anti them to exist. Never was, never will, because that's not how it's done. So with GB News, it was released to great fanfare that it was going to be the place where we could all, right-wing thinkers, could sit and listen to news and viewpoints that we agreed with. And it kind of started off all right, but then they started getting rid of people, and they were beginning to get rid of people because they were saying things that they didn't really want people to hear. And that's the problem. And once they got rid of people like Lawrence Fox, although to be fair, Lawrence kind of stuck his own knife in his own foot there. And I like Lawrence Fox, but sometimes, and this is his interviews and that recently, I get it. He's quite a passionate man. He's human, and he's more of a reactionary. So he says things to react to stuff, and sometimes he doesn't think at all about what he's saying. But when they got rid of him and the disgusting treatment of Dan Wooten, and fair play to Dan, he's fucked him over right good and proper, and then Father Robinson got sacked because he did no more than stand up for his friends, yeah, you knew there's something wrong. And now it's just exactly what it was always going to be, just a different mainstream media outlet. It was I don't understand how people could think that it was going to happen, that was going to be allowed to exist, because stuff won't be allowed to exist. You know, when you get channels, when you get to a stage where you are becoming noticeable, you know, like the Gabby Cabby and Past 49 and Simon Sideways, etc., where you're getting, you know, tens of thousands of subscribers, you become a problem. As I go past someone's car alarm going off nicely, which is a great soundtrack to the video. Let's stop, it'll go off again, but of course it will. Told you. So in any case, I don't understand how people can't see that you're not going to be allowed. You'll get to such a stage. I mean, look, you look at Lawrence Fox. He got to such a stage and then was shut down. You look at Katie Hopkins, yeah? You look at Tommy Robinson. And all these people got to such a stage where they couldn't be ignored, so the establishment attacks them and destroys them. And that's why anything that's left and doesn't have that happen to it is controlled opposition. Because genuine opposition, they eliminate, because they don't want that. I mean, I discussed Tommy Robinson in my Sunday Coffee live stream. He's got let out because he didn't do anything wrong, but they had to arrest him because they have to make this political notion, you know, whether you like Tommy Robinson or not, the fact that he got arrested for doing literally nothing wrong. And some people go, oh well, he wasn't supposed to be on the London. How do we get to a stage where we will ban someone from an entire city based on their viewpoint? That's the worry, that's the concern, because that's the state we live in. So don't think, for instance, that anyone who isn't being arrested or attacked is actual opposition, because it's been made painfully clear and painfully obvious that it is. Someone watching me suspiciously then. But you can see it, and if you can't understand that and you can't see that, then there's no hope. If somebody has said they're going to be this and they're allowed to exist, they're not. It's as simple as that. And that's the world we live in now. Can't trust anybody, anything. What we see, what we hear, what we read, anything. Can't trust our own friends, our own family, anyone, really, because everybody's against everybody else. And they've generated that on purpose. They really have. They want us eating each other alive and go, look, here, this is a channel for you. And then we just slowly but steadily turn it into something so you listen to what we want to say. Any case, done with that. Time to get home and get shouted at by Mrs. Gobster for ruining my shoes. Enjoyed this, like, share and subscribe if you wouldn't mind, and thank you to all of you who have. Until then, I'm done. So, as usually, I end these videos. Yeah, till the next one.